Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. I would like to introduce you to a new game that I have discovered on Steam. It's Medieval Dynasty. It's only been out for about a week now on Steam. Very fun game. Not a whole lot of action. Definitely different than 7 Days to Die. But I still wanted to share it with you because it is a lot of fun, surprisingly. It is an alpha right now, but the nice thing is it's been updated practically every day.
Whatever needed doing around the farm, I'd do it.
There is a nice little intro here, but I'm going to go ahead and skip through it right now. I do recommend checking out the game if you do want to see the intro. Alright, so we're going to load in, starting a new game. Kind of short seasons. You play through 4 different seasons with 3 days on each season. Kind of goes a little bit fast, but not too hard. So right now you start a new life. Real basic to get started. Graphics look amazing. And you can definitely harvest trees. You can harvest rocks on the ground. Different types of vegetation, mostly mushrooms actually. Just straight off the ground. You do have a little life meter down in the bottom corner. The green you'll see there is your stamina. So if you sprint, you'll see that going down a little bit. The red bar is your health bar. Then you also have your hunger, that inner orange bar. And then water is that outer bar. First quest here is really just to get in and meet the town folk, introduce yourself, get your uncle's hammer, and basically, start creating your life right there. The whole point of this game is really starting your own village. So here's one village, the beginning village. And your goal is really to create your own. You're going to recruit followers. You're going to build everything. Grow your own crops. All of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get this one started here. Real simple here. I'm going to just kind of go through these options here. You can always pause the video if you wanted to read what he actually says. I'm going to try to get as much done as possible in a shorter stream. All right. So basically, he's going to give me a hammer, and I'm gonna go start a village. All right. So kind of walks you through some of the important aspects of the game. The important right here, this one becomes really good. The left alt becomes very handy. So basically, I need to get some sticks, rocks, make a stone axe, cut some trees, get some straw, and create my first house. Alright, and that's basically going to be the first house in my village. So, to get started out here, I'm going to go ahead and go down by the lake over here. Super easy. And I'm going to find some reeds and just collect some reeds here. Okay. I did collect a few extra reeds just to have them. So now I need to create a stone axe. I need some sticks. Okay, which I got some sticks. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few extra. And now look for some rocks. One of the updates they did actually just within the last few days really was making rocks a little bit easier to find. They were kind of tricky. So Q button here will bring up the crafting menu. I can create a hunting knife, but I'm going to do the stone axe, since that is the quest line here. Alright. And some more direction here. Skip that. Go to the inventory here. I'm going to find my stone axe. It's already in the one slot here, so it automatically equipped it. So I'm going to hit 1, so there it is. I'll pick up a few more sticks if they're around here. Alright, and I'm going to run over here. I found a pretty good place on my last playthrough to start a little village. Ended up being somewhat flat. So you can collect berries, but they're not ripe during the spring. But mushrooms are good. So anyway, I found a good place to start a village. It was very level. Right by the roads and right by a bridge that gets me across the water, and close enough to where some of the hunting is, where I don't have to run a long ways. So it was a nice good location right by this bridge up over here. So I'm going to get there really quick. All right, so this is basically where I'm going to start. It's kind of wooded right now, but I will take care of that by chopping down the trees. And watching it fall. Oh, there's some feathers that fell with it. Won't need the feathers for a little bit, but eventually you do unlock the bow and arrow so you can go hunting. All right, so I'm going to put my house basically... I think I'm going to do it over here on this side of the bridge, or on this side of the road here. There's less trees here now. All right. And there's that feather piece. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky lining that up. All right. So I should have enough to actually build the frame of the house. So I'm going to go to the building, go to houses, small house, and I'm going to kind of line it up so it's the corner, right on the corner here. All right. I'm going to get to my inventory. I'm going to put that in slot number 2. And then when I highlight it, now it tells me how I can build the walls here. So I need a couple of logs and some sticks. I'll go ahead and use what sticks I do have. Get that out of the way. And in reality, I probably should have got more reeds, because I'm not too sure the beginning quest actually gives you enough. Whoops, let's see. I pulled up 30. Oh, stamina's going down. Let's go ahead and chop down some more trees. You definitely are going to want to clear a good area, because you can build quite a big town. Oh, the tree didn't fall all the way, so I'm just going to hack it while it's right here. All right. All right, so I got a little bit more. Good news is you can just build what you got, walk away, get more supplies, you know, build more. There's no specific order that you have to do it in. You just grab whatever's handy. Grab some sticks that are laying around. Some trees do definitely give you more sticks than others. This is the maple tree. I think it only gives you like 5 or 6 sticks when you do chop it up. Let's see. It's not going to fall. 10 sticks there, actually. And then it scatters. Maybe it's random. I mean, or maybe they've changed it, because like I said, they've updated this game like practically every day since they've released it, which is a good thing. Being an alpha, you definitely, you know, want to see some good updates. They've admitted that they haven't done a lot of balancing yet. They did do a little bit with pricing. I did notice that when they made the rocks a little bit easier to find. Ooh, now I am overweight. You can see I can't sprint and I'm moving slower. Alright, let's go ahead and get this built up. Anyway, with the very first balance, they added more rocks. One of the easiest things to make was a stone knife and sell it for like 21 coin. Well, they lowered the price and now it's only worth 11 coin because it's that much easier to make. Which is fine, you know, a little bit of balancing. It kind of was pretty easy to make those knives. Alright, so got enough straw there. Log there. Log in a couple sticks. I need more. Let's go over here. I'm going to keep picking up those rocks because one of the keys to getting money in this game is really harvesting and selling. You know, I like to be a hoarder and hoard the things that I gather, but if you want to make money, you just sell it. With the exception of winter, you can pretty much find food everywhere you go, just laying on the ground. And now that I've played the game a little bit, I know that hunting is not that hard, and it's pretty easy to get meat. Worst case scenario, you can just roast the meat that you get. You don't have to have any vegetables, so you don't have to spend money, or you don't have to farm right away to get started. All right. Oh, you know, and I needed 2 more pieces of straw for that. I'm going to have to run back and get it. All right, so bear with me here. I'll be right back. All right, look at that. I leveled up my survival skill by collecting reeds. Basically, I just came back to the beginning. There are multiple places where you can get the straw and the reeds, but I just went back to the beginning because it was the closest. All right, so as soon as I get enough, I'm going to run back. Okay, so you can see I made it back. I did bring some more straw with me here. I'm about to break my hammer as well, so let's finish it off. All right. Got some Dynasty reputation, which you do need in order to unlock more buildings and make more buildings. You have to have a higher reputation. And now we got the next quest line here. So let's set a rabbit trap, make a wooden spear, stone knife, and hunt a wild animal, and then just simply survive for a season. There's definitely more than that you can do. All right, so I got a skill here, and it is in survival. So right now, every action that I do gets 1 point, and you can use the points to go on these perk trees here. So the first thing that I'm going to do actually is instead of 1 skill point, I'm gonna double that up by getting 2. So I'm gonna put my first point in survival there. So everything I do is worth more points. All right, so let's start making some stuff. So rabbit trap. Let's go to other. Let's go to traps. Rabbit trap. I need some more sticks. It's nice and tells you how much you need. So I'm going to go ahead and chop it down a tree because I'm also going to need a log anyway to make a spear. And just as a point, always try to carry around about 3 spears. While you can jab with them, it's much more effective to throw them at your prey. And you always, you know, it's nice to have spares. So let's see here. We got the traps. I'm just going to put this really close to my house. Let's do it just right here on the side of the road. And then periodically check it, and there'll be a rabbit in there. And you'll get a little bit of meat and some leather, maybe fur. Pretty handy, actually. So I'm going to go to crafting. I'm going to create myself a log. You can hit the R button if you have enough resources, so you can make more of them. Very handy. Does take a little bit of time here, but completed that part of the quest line. And now I'm going to go in and I need to make a knife, but I have enough rocks, but not enough sticks. Story of my life here is running out of sticks, but normally they are, you know, just pretty much everywhere on the ground. You can see it here. I think that was all I needed. Oh, nope. One more stick. Look at that. Stick. Okay. So the Q button again will make that knife. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and equip all of it. So I'm going to put that in slot number 3 there, and I'm going to put the stone knife in slot number 4. All right. And then let's go hunting. So one of the advantages of building by the river is you can just go drink straight out of the river. There is no getting any type of sickness, illnesses, or anything like that out of the water here. So drink to your heart's content. All right. So I'm going to go see if I can't find myself a wild boar or maybe even a deer if I can get lucky. Rabbits, I don't have much luck hitting a rabbit with a spear, but we'll try. So let's see what we can find. Oh, and I see a deer. I see several of them, actually. In fact, there's one right here. So let's see if I can get around the tree here. I'm going to hold down the right button and right in the neck. One shot, one hit. That is how you do it. Hold down the E button, skin them, and as long as your spear had enough health left to it, I guess, it won't break, but it does lose durability, so you gotta be careful about that. So let's see if I can do this one again. It does gonna drop a little bit, and I missed, and luckily he didn't run, but he did there. Oh, okay. So if you hold down that left alt button, that'll help you identify where your thrown spears went, so you don't have to make any more. Alright, so let's let them run and reset and then try to sneak up on them again. He's going to keep running, so let's go this way. Alright, so let's see what I can do. Nope, 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 don't run. Oh, that was just way off. Alright, let's see where'd that spear go. The more you do it, the better you do get, I promise. Ish. Alright. So let's try this one more time. I'm going to go ahead and just go for the body there, and I totally missed him still. Man, getting all fancy. I'm going to break all of my spears. Okay, so I nailed him. He's still going to run away, though. Oh, and look at that. A little bit of, I'm going to say, graphic mistakes there. I'm going to pluck up some mushrooms while he gets reset. Got a little warning there because I am getting hungry. Luckily, you start the game off with a little bit of dried meat. And now that I got some mushrooms too, so dried meat and some apples. I'm going to go ahead and polish off all the apples. Kind of gets rid of the weight that you are carrying around as well. Alright. So the more you damage the animals, they do slow down. And sometimes they don't move at all. And he's still not dead. Wow, really? So, let's see if I can catch him. I'm just going to hit him with my axe here until he drops. Oh, except for I'm running out of stamina. Just like he is. Oh, he's trying to elude me. Oh. Really? This is one tough deer. Alright. Let's skin him. Alright. And now let's see if I can't, you know, forget my spears. I'm going to go ahead and just make others. So, the deers, the rabbits, don't attack you, which is kind of nice. But if you come across the wild boars, they will. The boars definitely will attack you. Wolves will attack you. Bears will attack you. So, definitely watch your back. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and remake some of those spears here. I'm going to make 4 of them. It's a little bit more than I usually do. They do have some weight to them, and you are limited how much weight you can carry, so you got to be careful about that. You don't want to be encumbered because then it slows you down. Although you can get from point A to point B, it is just much slower. Alright, so this is one of those games, it does get really dark at night, and it doesn't make for very good streaming at all. So that's probably where I will cut it, is at the nighttime. And generally speaking, what I do at night is I really just go out harvesting like I was just doing there. Collecting the rocks, collecting sticks, and then chopping down some trees, maybe finding mushrooms. You can sleep throughout the night, but I'm telling you, it's a waste of your time because it fast forwards, and there's really honestly no real benefit to that. So I don't recommend fast forwarding through the night, or sleeping as it's called actually. I definitely don't recommend that. Alright, I'm going to go back to my town, or my little house, and see what's the next building that I can make. So I can really start calling this home. I think the next place is probably going to be like a workshop or something like that. So let's find out here. Let's go to the build mode, building. I got enough houses, resources. I can't make the woodshed yet. Technology's not there. I can make a field. Can't make any of that. Can't make any of that. So it really comes down to making a farm, a field. But you're going to need manure. You're going to need to make, let's see. I'm going to ignore that one right there. Like I said, I don't want to sleep. So my plan was to start making my farm over here. Once you make a farm plot, you can't make that plot any bigger. All you can do is make a new one. Not that that's a big deal, but if you like uniformity, you know, you can make a 5x5 or a 6x6, I think is about the biggest you can make one. I kind of give you an idea of what that looks like right now. So if you go to farming, so this would be my starting point. You know, I can hold down the left mouse button and then kind of drag it out. You can kind of see how big you can make it. There's trees in the way right there, so I can't do it there. But that, you know, that's not too bad of a starting. I don't have a wooden hoe yet. I don't even know that it's unlocked. But I'll go ahead and place that right there. Now it's basically telling me this maximum size is 16 by 16. Okay, that's huge. But the amount of tax that you pay, yes, you do have to pay taxes every spring, is determined by how big your farm is, or how big everything is. So be careful about what you build. Okay, so I'm going to get some more wood here and log, and I'm going to see if I can't make that wooden garden hoe. And if I can't, it might be something that I can buy. All right, extraction level went up. Nice. And I'm already carrying too much again. There is a simple storage inside the house. Let's go to the skills here. Extraction knowledge. I'm going to go ahead again, spend my first point in increasing the extraction knowledge so that I get more skill points from everything that I do. All right, so in here, get the little storage here. I'm going to go ahead and drop off the leather. Hold on to that. The feathers, don't need that for a little bit. And the straw, I'm going to put away... Actually, I'm going to put away all of it unless I do have a torch. Okay. Torch definitely helps you see at night and helps you, if you make a campfire, you're going to need the torch to actually light your campfire too. All right, and I'm going to put away the logs since I have enough spears right now. And with the rocks and the sticks, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you can do with those. I'm going to make these skinning knives. They only sell for 11 coin, but man, as easy it is to find sticks and even rocks when you're running from one town to the other. Right before I get to the town, I like to really start collecting them and then make them all really quick. And that's the first thing I do, is just sell everything to the vendors inside the town. Make, you know, anywhere from 100 to 200 coin every time you go to a town, just to make it worth it. I also sell like the mushrooms and you know, different things that I harvest. So it says it's worth 3, but by the time you get there to sell it, it's worth like 1, maybe 2. So don't get too excited about what you see on the side, because like typical games, it's really not worth that much. Okay, all right. So I did make a couple of stone knives. It says here it's worth 30, but like I said, when you actually go to sell it, it's only worth 11. As you can see, it's starting to get really dark already. I'm going to add the torch to my, just by hitting F, it adds it to my clothing here. So let's go ahead and do that. I can pull out the torch. And I can actually light a campfire here. So let's light it. And then I can actually roast that meat. So now I have a roasted meat. And I have 7 of them, so I can actually roast more of them. So I'm going to hit the R button, and I'm going to go ahead and roast all 7 of them. It's a really good thing to do. All right. And like I said, don't sleep at night because you're just wasting opportunity. Go out and harvest. You can collect your logs and your sticks, get them in a nice pile of 10 or 15, get overweight, and then just drop it, and it drops into one stack that you can always come back and retrieve later if you so desire. It'll stay around at least throughout the days, but I do think it disappears at the turn of a season. And if you look at the top of the screen, you can see your season marker. I am in spring, so it's green right now. And it's approaching the end of the first day. And then it'll be nice and dark out. Then there's a nice little twilight morning. And then the new day starts. In your villages, there are some people to talk to at night. And you do want to work on your diplomacy. And you want to get everybody that you can recruit up to a 70% approval rating so that you can recruit them to your town. You know, I kind of started that in year number 2. before my other playthrough, before I actually got some people. But you know, everybody plays at their own playthrough. Let's see. I can't turn that off, so eventually I'm going to have to make it. I'm not going to sleep. I'll just have to make a new one if I want to turn that back on. So I'm going to go ahead and go outside. It is dark. You cannot see anything. If you hold down that Alt button, kind of gives you a little bit of direction or what is around. And there are some perk points that you can put into that. And if you noticed, it did take down stamina, so you can't do that all the time. But eventually you can be able to see your prey. Once you get your hunting skill up, you'll see all the animals. And then there's another way, another perk point that you can use that will actually allow you to see things like the mushrooms that are growing, the feathers that drop from the trees. I think that's about it. Different types of herbs as well that are on the ground. St. John's wort. And so it is pretty handy to have. But all right, so this is where I'm going to end it for the day. Thanks a lot for joining. And if you like the game, leave some comments down there. Tell me what you'd like to see. And I'll be happy to do it. Otherwise, thanks a lot for joining. Have a great day.